What's up, everybody? It's Casey, the Game Pt, and we're back here again with The Rise of the Mechromancer, Part 6. I hope everyone's been enjoying the series so far. I've been having some fun putting stuff together. It's nice to keep these little recaps going for the players so that I can go back and be like, what happened, what happened, what happened, what happened, and they can as well. If you are enjoying it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It really means a lot to the channel. It helps out a lot for the algorithm, and it's nice to see some friendly faces. Let's get into it. Last we had left off, the party had just dealt with the cadaver collectors, as well as some summoned husks and shades, although the shades didn't really do too much. But they defeated them, found themselves in a warehouse with all the converted people on spikes and turning into husks with a massive generator in the back. Upon returning, the entire party was present this week, so we had Sylvie return, having received information from the local guards of noise and stuff like that going on from the fight, and Callum had been given information from the Shudala Aura from Ale basically passing messages, keeping them informed. So they had a very good network access there. After some brief exposition and checking of journal/quest progress, the group got some sending spells directed at them. Con and Sylvie received a message relaying that they had completed their task and a return for promotion, while Callum and Ale received these messages from an upper guild agent requesting they return to meet the Stealth Lord for an urgent meeting. The party split once more so that the two groups could go to their respective meetings, while Dara, Snow, and Gideon went to the market to check in with Teeny at Tiny's place, a purveyor of magical items and recent purchaser of the busted up Yuan tinctures. Purchasing a few items, including a couple of remove curse spells, they cured Dara of her autophage curse, a new development born from the autophage virus, saving the others to give to Khan, who is a wizard and can scribe these scrolls so he could cast the spell the next day. Meanwhile, the two meetings happened simultaneously for the Blackguard duo and the Shudala Kaora agents. Khan and Sylvie received their promotions to the rank of Death Dealer, granting them each a set of +1 armor and an antimatter rifle or equivalent very rare item thereof to be delivered 3 days later. They each chose to take 5th level Enspelled weapons, with Khan taking a 5th level Bestow Curse Maul and Sylvie taking a 5th level Divine Smite Longsword. They then departed towards the marketplace to go try and meet up with their friends that were shopping. Meanwhile, Ale and Callum had headed back into a safe house and into the Undermarket, navigating their way to the location of their meeting. Upon arrival, they found that several dozen other members of the guild had been summoned as some type of false front for their meeting behind closed doors. As the Stealth Lord, who is an old rusted Iron Dragonborn, brought them in, they began to tell them that the master of the guild would like to speak with them. However, there were a series of trials they would have to face to even get to the meeting itself. After informing them of the location underneath the Noble's Quarter, the Stealth Lord then told them that they could bring assistance for these trials, as they would be dangerous, ending that the higher-up would wait for 5 days before resealing the entrance once more. Callum then received a key for the both of them that depicted an iron dragon, said to open the door to the trials should they find it, and the two of them, Callum and Ale, then departed to the marketplace as well, where the group reunited and finalized some shopping. 3 days passed, and in that time the group managed to repair parts of Saravari Manor, allowing them access to a set of rooms for bastion purposes. The Blackguard received their new requisitioned weapons, and the party set out for the Undermarket beneath the Noble's quarters. After several survival checks to safely navigate the area, they found a set of massive iron doors settled at the tip of an upside-down mountain. Upon looking up, they could see the underside of Lake Coaga being magically suspended, and this mountain they were seeing was a support for one of the major islands above, keeping it afloat in the tethered red miasma. The two Shudala Kaora agents placed the key into the solid iron doors, matching it to a perfectly cut groove in the center. As they did, the doors produced massive dragon heads on each side with flaring ruby eyes before opening, and the party entered the tunnels. The door closed behind them, and the party began to investigate the two different routes. One led to a small room with pitfall traps and acid pools below, while the other was a hallway lined with holes and grooves for all manner of spears to protrude from should they step into the glowing brown security monitors. A series of events that led to some of the party taking damage and them splitting before reuniting in a large room with more acid pitfall traps. This time it seemed these did not have a pattern beyond pressure sends and were randomly opening and closing while the party calculated their movement and angles. They made it through as Snow managed to turn the traps off with a set of levers on the other side. This led them to the final room of the area, a massive cave with 4 separated sections, one of them being open to reveal a small acid lake below. The party heard a voice ring out telling them this was their final trial as 2 rusted iron dragon statues creaked and groaned to life, stepping from their foundations to engage the party. And that's where we ended the session, right before combat, so we're going to jump into it next time. It was a big combat, kind of coming in with all the people, hopefully some more lore that'll take our players into the second half of Act 1 at the end of this combat, with them getting to have a meeting with the leader, or higher up of the leader as it would be, of the Shudala Kaora, the Thieves Guild. Either way, I'm Casey, the Game Pt. At the end of the day, we'll always be here. Bye everybody!